exercise, the side plank, and how we can really make it 3D and functional. And we have a lot of options, and some of this is going to depend on the competency of the individual who's using it, as well as the creativity. And how hard do we want to make this, and how many different vectors and how many different planes. So as we know, the Core-Tex has the option of moving with a tilt, a translation, and a rotation all at the same time. Now in the traditional side plank, if I'm going to put my elbow right down here on the logo, and I'm going to get sideways, a little separation of my feet as necessary. Here's my traditional side plank, right? I can take the reach if I want to do that, but if I want to, I can actually drive the platform to create some loading and variation of what I'm doing. Circles, rotations, influencing the shoulder girdle again here in that position. Now the natural responsiveness or reactive variations that come with the platform automatically are going to upregulate an increase in muscle activity, right? But as the platform moves, we take something that's very predictable and something that is easily mastered after a certain amount of time as far as the execution, maybe not the duration, but as far as the execution, becomes boring to the nervous system. Can we keep it interesting and exciting by doing something with a platform that moves in a lot of different ways? So one of the ways that we can really kind of step it up into even a more challenging exercise is we're going to take full use of the transverse plane and the rotational aspect here. So if I were to start here in this kind of familiar position, now I'm going to rotate and reach under, and then rotate back up and reach up. So every time I do this, I've got to a level control what I can control on the platform, but understanding that if I don't know what it's going to do next within that certain range that it has, that I'm going to have to upregulate the stability that's required. As I increase my proficiency and familiarity with the product, I don't have to upregulate as much, but I still get that variability in where the tissue is going to be exposed to a greater amount of stress. My core becomes more prepared for other situations because I'm not in a 100% predictable environment anymore. And this does wonders for how we can educate the body to be able to handle those kind of loads in that position.